So one of the easiest ways to know a girl doesn't like you is she doesn't initiate conversations. Like this is like one of the easiest ways to know a girl doesn't like you. If a girl doesn't initiate conversations, then what are you texting her for? What are you texting her for? Like, okay, let's say that you got this girl's number today. Let's say after 2 days, because it's not. Anyway, see, it depends on how you guys vibed. If you guys vibed very well, because I'm not one of these guys who will say wait for 2 days before texting a girl after getting her number. It all depends on the vibes. If you get guys vibed very well on that day, you can text her that evening, but not that time. But if it's a girl you got her number casually, you might want to play the classic guy game. Wait for like a day or two and text her and hit her up. But it all depends on the vibes, and it all depends on you. That's the truth. It all depends on you. But don't text her immediately you get her number. Just don't text her immediately. It shows you're desperate. In fact, the truth is, don't text her that day. Text her the next day, from the next day and above. Don't text her that day, because me personally, I've never texted a girl that same day I got her number, because it will just show that I'm desperate. And once a girl has the slightest clue that you are desperate, it's a turn off, and the girl will switch. Even if she liked you, she will switch. Like when I didn't really know about game or how to get women, there was actually this girl who liked me. Like she liked me like crazy. She was my friend's friend. Like if my female friend. That time I used to keep like female friends, and they basically. And, but the truth is, I had many female friends before. So the girl liked me a lot, but she wasn't like my direct friend. She was like a mutual friend. So she was like she wants to come to my place, and at that time, like I didn't really have a girlfriend then. So she said that she wants to come to my place. I stayed for like a week. I was like, wow, a girl wants to come to my place and stay for a week. Like she told me that she was going to come on Friday. From Wednesday, I started disturbing this girl. Are you sure you're coming? Are you sure you're coming? I was desperate. Like this happened like I think it's been 5 years now. Like actually my first year in the university or so. I was desperate, bro. Even though this girl liked me so much, because of my desperation, how thirsty I was, how I was, I was acting, I was just foolish. So because of all these foolish things I did, asking her when she will come, asking her, are you sure you come? The girl just lost interest. So that day reached, I waited for her, I didn't see her. I texted her, she was like, she had another place she had to go to. That was how she never came. She just never came. It was then after I started learning about game that I was like, okay, this is why this girl did not come that time. I was very desperate. That is why, as a guy, you should never be desperate for a girl. It reduces you, it reduces your worth in the eyes of that girl. And girls are hypergamous. No matter what, they always want to be with a guy who they perceive as better than them, as higher than them. And once you start being simpish, or once you start behaving like a simp, or once you start being desperate, the girl will basically consider you lower than her. So that's why, as a guy who knows game, you should also always make yourself expensive. Like you should add prestige. You should add a lot of prestige to yourself. Behave as if, like, even if you don't have any girl, behave as if you have like 4, 5 girls chasing you. Like, have that abundant mentality. This is like one of the things most guys lack. Most guys lack the feeling of having like other mentality of abundance. You got a girl's number today, and today you're already disturbing her phone, calling her, trying to know what she has eaten. Like, what the hell? Attach prestige to yourself, guys. So, as I was saying, if you get a girl's number today, text her from the next day onwards. But don't take too long, or the girl will feel that this guy is not really interested in me. Especially if you guys had a nice convo. You know, there are some girls you meet casually, you ask for their number, they will give you, they're not really that into you. they just gave you their number so as not to look bad. Like I've met girls like that. But there was actually a girl I met some time ago. I think at a mall. It was at a mall. I just approached the girl, cold approach, like nothing sparked conversations between two of you. I just approached her. Hey, I saw you from there. You look. I forgot how I even said it, but I know I complimented. I like complimenting girls first. You look. Now I don't usually use all this. You are beautiful. All those things are lame. I'll tell her that I saw you. I liked your hair or your shirt look nice. I'm Chubuka. What's your name? Because some of these girls come to these malls to also for guys to get their numbers. That's the truth. Some of these girls who are looking for boyfriends or husbands, I've seen girls who basically go to malls, go to restaurants just for guys to approach them. Yeah. So when girls go to these kind of places, they know that guys will approach them. So they always prepare themselves for it. So I went over to her. I think it was her hair. I complimented the color of her hair. I told her it was nice. Then I told her I introduced myself. I did not want to start talking. Like I hate talking when I'm standing. I just introduced myself, asked her name. I was like, I'd like to, get to know you. I'll take you out sometime. She was like, okay. I took her number, and I think I flashed her that time, so that she could save mine. So I will not text her and she start asking me I all those nonsense questions. So I was like, okay, now I tested her the next day. So but from what I saw from her reaction, so from the way the girl was texting or replying to the text, like it was already obvious that this girl did not really like me that much. And I'm not the kind of guy who stresses things, and you should also be the kind of guy who never stresses or forces anything with a girl. Now, from that experience, which is what I want to talk about on this video, never be the first person to always text a girl. Like, because the easiest way to know if a girl is interested in you or not is from the text. If it's from her texting pattern. Okay, like the first day I texted her, we talked a little bit, that was it. Now, I'm not the kind of person who just takes girls out on a date like that because that's you wasting money. I must vibe with a girl. Like there must be a vibe before I spend my money because obviously money is expensive and you just can't take every girl you meet to a date. Okay, just imagine you meet like 14 girls this month. You take all those girls to a date, 14 of them. You have to filter them so as not to go to a date to waste your time and your money. Now, the easiest way to filter the girls who like you and the girls who don't like you is through how they text. I tested her the first day. We talked a little bit. I tested her the other time. We talked a bit. The third time I tested her because like it was the initial stage. So it is expected that me as the person who is trying to start, I should be the one initiating the conversation at least for the first 3 times. Then I'll obviously disappear. Then see if she texts me back. Because you can't text a girl the first time, second time, third time, and then you disappear. And she won't at least say hi. Like that means she doesn't even care. A girl who really, really wants you, like could be like I know that girls fear rejection at times, but she will at least text you hi. So at least you know where you are going to, because you can't just be like putting effort, and you don't gauge your efforts and know where you are at or where you are heading to. So you have to always gauge a girl's level of attraction for you. You don't just text your way, be testing, and end up wasting your time. Nobody has that time again. As a man, you should be busy, you should be on your hustle, you should be on your grind. So you should not have time for those nonsense, time wasting text messages or WhatsApp chats. You should always know when a girl is with you and when she's not with you. So one of the easiest ways to know if a girl is interested in you or not is how many times or how often she initiates a text. You should not always be the one always initiating a text. Like you would initiate a text 15 times and the girl won't even initiate once. And you think that girl likes you. You're wasting your time. So Before I take a girl out, me and her must have vibed, and she must have texted me back sometime, and she must be texting like quickly. You know, the truth is women do shakara a lot. Women do shakara. If you guys don't know the meaning of shakara, shakara basically means they act too expensive at times. At that beginning stages, it is expected for the girl to act too expensive, like too expensive. You guys know what I mean? Because obviously, if she freely gives attention to any man or every guy, even myself, I'll not be like, I'll be like, it's like this one is cheap. So that's initial time, it is expected. Even if the girl likes you very much, it is expected. But at least, me personally, I always give myself at least 2 weeks before I take any girl out on a date. I'm not one of these guys who will meet a girl and immediately fix a date. That's you wasting your money. Because majority of those girls may not even like you. They will just go out with you to eat free food. That's the truth. Especially in a poor country like Nigeria, where girls are looking to survive. So, as I was saying, you have to build conversations. You have to build familiarity with the girl before you take her out on a date. And me, I usually give myself at least 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes even a month. I have girls who uh, I I got their number. It's been almost 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, even a year, and I've never taken them out because sometimes you see a girl, you like her, you take her number, you text her, and then you discover that even yourself, this girl is not for you. Like you don't like her, you and her don't vibe. So what's the use? You just leave her number there and be viewing each other's status. That's basically it. So that's why the convo is necessary. Because okay, assuming these kind of girls who like I discovered that me and them had nothing in common, the attraction was not there, the vibe was not there. Okay, just imagine I took them out on a date. Me and them did not vibe on WhatsApp. Is it now on the date we vibe? I'll just end up wasting my money and my time. I should end up eating my free food. So I will lose and she'll gain. And in this game of dating, you should never lose. You should never even lose. You should always be winning, winning and winning. Because if you lose, man, you're a dummy. And these girls will eat you raw. So you should never lose. So that's basically it on today's video. Make sure the girl, before you take her out on a date, make sure she must have initiated it like texting you at least once. You should not always be the one to start the conversation. So if you've not texted her, she should not text you. Then how then obviously she doesn't like you. Because a girl likes to at least text you hi when you've not texted her for like 2 or 3 days. And she's still seeing your status. She at least text you hi. If she really likes you. So you don't go out and spend your money on a girl who doesn't like you and she'll eat your money freely. So that's basically on today's video, guys.